Very good morning, one and all, and welcome to this session. We name it
Good
as
morning.
we name it as Connect with Campus. Actually, many popular universities have this kind of a session in order to give a kind of a feeling to the online and virtual and hybrid learners to uh, take a travel inside the university, what's happening and what uh, the regular students are pursuing and what are the activities they indulge in and all that. So in that likes we under the guidance of our director of online education, Dr. Manoranjan Ponram. So it is a brainchild of our director that we need to have this connect with campus session for the online learners as well. So we already had one online connect with campus program week before last week, and last week we had this webinar on cyber laws, which were well received by the learners. So this session also we are going to have a connect with campus, wherein a research scholar, a full-time scholar by name Miss Shuganya Bharati. She's a research scholar, full-time scholar under the supervision of Dr. Selina. So she's going to present you on the topic application of emotional intelligence and digital intelligence in the digital era. Okay, so it is our research study and how this emotional intelligence and digital intelligence have a say in the current business scenarios, what she's going to explain. And before that, some learners are asked, why do we have this session? So we try to have this session in order to engage our learners in the weekend and during weekdays. The students are having, the learners are having regular subject courses. So MBA is not only, I mean, if we stick on only to the syllabus, we may not be bright students. So in order to have give you overall exposure to the industry, corporate and academia. So we are planned to have this kind of a session every weekend. Almost every Saturday we have this kind of a session. Okay. So now let us welcome Miss Suganya Bharati, who shortly going to become Dr. Suganya Bharati to take over the session. Learners, kindly hold on with your questions at the end. And you are also welcome to suggest any topics in the forthcoming session you want to have. These kind of webinars, connect with campus, any programs, any topic you are particular about, which is more popular or which is uh, upcoming area in the industry and corporate, you're welcome to suggest us so that we will have the sessions on the topics what you are going to suggest. Thank you. And we welcome Ms. Suganya Bharati.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Now the session is open for you and you can take up to 45 minutes and the last 10-15 minutes is open for query and you can take it forward. Thank you.
Sure, sir. Thank you. So this session would be you will come to know so what is emotional intelligence and digital intelligence and how could this could be applicable in today's digital world. So you'll come to know all these things. So let me share the screen first. My screen is shared with you.
It is visible.
Yeah, is it visible?
Yes, ma'am, it's digital.
So today's topic is based on applications of emotional intelligence and digital intelligence in today's digital world. So before that, we will discuss, could you able to differentiate what is digitized? So we have come across many transformations in different industrial revolutions. First, we started with digitization and then we have gone for digitalization and then we are now in digital transformation. Could anyone able to differentiate? So what are these things we have come across? Could anyone able to differentiate among these? What is digitization first? Okay, let me explain. So digitization is nothing but, does someone want to explain? Okay. So digitization is nothing but completely. So during the start of the first industrial revolution, we have come across this digitization. That, yes, Samriti, do you want to explain? Samriti, you have raised your hand. Can you hear me? Participants can able to. Samriti, please unmute yourself and you can speak over here. Okay. Mr. Sunil or Samira. So both of you have raised your hands. Let me continue. So digitization is nothing but completely during first industrial revolution, it has started evolving. So completely our analog method of that is complete mechanization has been transformed into the digital world. So during digitalization, so application that is making use of the informations, all those informations and data gathering, everything can be is digitalized during digitalization process. And from now in digital transformation, we are applying the digitalization in order to transform our business to overcome. Sir, they cannot able to unmute themselves. Sir,
Okay, ma'am. Can you hear me?
yeah, I can able to hear. Yes.
I was trying to say, like, we cannot unmute ourselves on our own.
Sorry. Sorry, I can't get you. Samriti, are you there? We complete. So digital transformation is nothing but the journey of applying those digital technologies, that is making use of the digitized information work into your business in order to transform your business to the completely digital transformation. In order to sustain in this today's fourth industrial revolution, this digital transformation is very much essential. So on the whole, we can say that digital transformation is nothing but the integration of digital technologies in each and every areas of a business. On the whole, it completely reinvents the process we do before, and it completely process the changes the operations we do and the customer service we're handling, and the change management organization, entire organization culture would also get changed in this digital. On the whole, as a result, digital transformation requires modernization and change management is the main key aspect of digital transformation. So how could this digital transformation takes this long away path? So we can classify before COVID and after COVID. So before COVID, we could not able to see this much digital transformation. But after COVID and during COVID, we have reached a very vast in digital transformation. Do you agree with me?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
yes.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So during COVID and after COVID, this digitalization is even continuing, especially in education sector and in most of the industries. Still, they are in remote work environment. And education sector, even after we have come back to the normal after COVID, so still some are taking the online sessions and taking online classes. We are very much exposed to the digital transformation, even as long as old as 7 years, children is now exposed to the digital technologies. So as per the recent research, recent data, statistical data given by World Economic Forum recently by 2020, it states that around internet users of India have crossed 700 millions. This would expected to cross across 900 millions by 2025. So if we could see this, the internet users of India is double the population, that is mean double the entire population of United States now. So what do you think the reason behind? How could this vast changes has happened?
Yeah.
So as did you- yes,
Because we find it easy to do the work even by sitting at home. That's why
exactly. Exactly. As digital transformation improved, the connectivity also were found everywhere. Each and everywhere connectivity. There is no problems with connectivity through the internet or something else. So this changes completely altered the each and every economy of the India. So this had a significant impact not only on the Indian economy but also has these significant changes in the nature of Indians, nature of the work in what Indians do. Do you agree with me? So completely changes the work we do. So
Yes.
every
Yes. Yes.
organization want their business to be digitally transformed nowadays, but choosing the right path for their digital transformation is a very, very big task today. So you could see the different sectors in our in India. They are contributing their contribution towards digital transformation. Among all these sectors, banking, financial, that is BFSI, banking, financial service, and insurance tops the highest because their main motive is to get an attribute towards the customer satisfaction. Excuse me, as well as their they want to increase their digitally operating modes of communication with customers. So nowadays, in today's condition, companies are forced to change. Companies are in a competitive race with the effect of globalization. Companies are facing each and every day competition changes and environmental changes, and they are exposed to change their methods and tactics, the strategies they are using then and there. Excuse me. You could see since in first industrial revolution, this technical developments have increased in a gradually. But nowadays, now we are in the fourth industrial revolution. So in this revolution, technical developments have reached, have created, have make ourselves to a greater height. So this technology is obviously needed. Excuse me. So this vast change in the technological or the industrial revolution causes the changes in each and every life of the human as well as the societal changes. This could make the each and every individual to adapt to the new systems. So the digital transformation process that companies need to implement would require two important resources. Can you tell what it is? Can you tell what are the two important resources in today's business digital transformation process would require? Could you able to guess? One is technological developments and the other thing is human capital. So the employees who are already working and who are able to recruit. So both of them should have the capability to adapt to the new digital systems. And they should be aware of using the digital systems very efficiently and effective manner and in a quick manner. So because competition raises in a quick manner, before third revolution, we are pricing the competition between industries and between companies have the pricing and uh, production quality competition in terms of pricing and production strategies. But after this third industrial revolution and during fourth industrial revolution, the competition have raised. That is how much quality product has been given to the customer in a very much faster way. So that is the main motive. So in order to overcome these things, we have to, our business must be in a digital transformed process level. So in order to be sustained in this digital transformation process, employees should be able to adapt to the new digital era, and they must be aware of using these digital tools efficiently and in an effective manner, and also in a faster manner. To also, employees must be to be protected from the negative content that the digital world. So you can also see this digital transformation will give you a, so how long this gives you a positive environment, positive society around us, this also gives a equal amount of negative aspects around us also. Do you agree with me? Both we have equal amount of positive and negative contributions in this digital transformation. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So to be protected from this negative content, the employees must be aware of using this efficient technologies in a safe and secure manner. Also to be prompt to the future development and future technical developments also. So this enhances the importance of the digital intelligence here. Also the ability of managers and employees to be manage their emotions with themselves and with others, also with customers, and mutual trust and the ability to adapt to the emergency obeyed rules and regulations is also plays a significant role in today's digital world. So that's what we have. We are here to know how this digital intelligence and emotional intelligence plays a major role in this digital world. So before going to see how could this plays a major role in digital digital world, we'll see what are the main competencies required to be and have a high level of EQ as well as the DQ level. So before going to see all these things, could you tell what is intelligence? So before going to see emotional intelligence and digital intelligence, we'll have a clear concept of what is IQ first. Can anyone?
Intelligence question.
What is IQ?
Intelligence question.
Sorry.
Intelligence query.
Intelligence quotient.
Yes,
That's
ma'am.
what. So what it means?
How much we are
Intelligence-
intelligent?
Intelligence quotient.
It's a measure of a person's cognitive abilities or intelligence relative to their peers of the same age.
Exactly. So this is nothing but you are learning from experience, capability to learn from experience and adapting to the and creating a new environment. So that's what this imposes two main skills. One is task-specific skills, that is cognitive skills, which is nothing but problem-solving skills, and the another one is generality and adaptability. So only this intelligence alone completes a man. This intelligence will make a man to get employed in certain things, in certain well-organized companies like that. But along this intelligence alone will make you success in your career. Do you think so?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
So that's what we are here to see. So this alone doesn't complete a person. So along with intelligence, emotional quotients and social skills is very much essential in today's environment, because in every organization is equipped with cross teams and work teams. So in order to be successful and in order to have a good relationship with team and in order to improve the team performance, a leader as well as the team member should have all these capabilities, all these quotients together. So now we'll see what is emotional intelligence. Can anyone guess what is it? What plays the role here? What is emotional intelligence?
Is it the ability to or intelligence to understand and manage our emotions and emotions of others?
Yeah, exactly. And this helps you.
Having balanced emotions involved
Sorry?
with the
Intelligence.
society. When
Yeah, exactly.
having
You're
balanced
right.
emotions using intelligence when interacting with anyone.
Yeah,
Or with-
exactly. You are
when
right.
you are alone
right.
also.
Yeah, it is nothing but ability to understand your own emotions first of all, and then understanding the emotions of others. That is your peers or your neighbors or your friends, whatever whoever may be. And based on these understanding of these emotions, you are acting upon it. So this will help you when you are working in a cross team. So obviously in digital world, you are working in a work team as well as cross team. So this helps in this manner. So these are the 5 important competencies you must have that in order to have a high emotional intelligence individual. So we'll see. So self-awareness is nothing but what matters you most and how, first of all, how you see yourself. It is the ability to understand your own emotions, first of all, and you could recognize how it will reflect others if you show your emotions. So that you must be very much aware of what are the inner feelings or moods or swings that you have and how it affects others. And managing emotions is nothing but self-regulation. So how much it is the ability of one individual to regulate their own personal emotions and swings and how it could reflect others, and the person should be able to react after they think over it. So an individual should think before they act. So it is a motivation. So it is nothing but an internal motivation, that is intrinsic motivation that an individual has in order to not only to pursue goals, not only to for the sake of any reward or recognition, in order to get personal satisfaction. So only then they will be highly motivated and improved team performance will be there, and they will be completely engaged towards the organization. So empathy. So it is nothing but understanding the emotions of other people, considering the emotions of others, understanding the motivation of others so that you can effectively and efficiently build and lead your team successfully, and you can be a successful leader in an organization. So this is self-relationship. So it is your ability to form a network of people and how you are managing them and how you are handling them in emergency rules and regulations and how you are helping them out. So that is handling relationships, or you can say that is social skills or relationship management. So these two, first, self-awareness and self-regulation, it is intrapersonal. That is, what do you observe from yourself? And this one, social awareness and social skills, these two things are what do you do with others? So that is the difference between this self-awareness and self-regulation. So based on this, you will understand the emotions of others, and based on the thing, you will react to it. So that's what here. These three things are intrapersonal, and these 3 things are interpersonal. So do you think that emotional intelligence is like a measurement of what you do for intelligence test? So how you could measure for intelligence is same as emotional, you could do for a measurement in emotional intelligence. Could emotional intelligence be taught?
Of course, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Can be trained. Emotional
Yeah,
intelligence can be trained in a person.
Yeah, it also, we cannot say completely it is trained. It is based on the experience you will come to know, and how long you are mingling with people and you are working with people, you should have developed a concept of emotional intelligence. So it is a
Yes,
type of intelligence. Yeah.
Yeah, people gain it through the experience that they have.
Yeah. It is a type of intelligence which highlights the emotions of individuals, also states the ability to understand, control, and empathetic ability here. So understanding, evaluating, and managing one's own emotion is always a critical task. It not only includes the understanding of one's own emotion, it also includes the understanding, evaluating, and managing the emotion of others. It's definitely a crucial characteristics for any individual. But nowadays, emotional intelligence is emerged in, as I said, cross teams and work teams. So the companies created this type of emotional intelligence in their business activities. So that wherever they involve human-oriented leadership. So this obviously gives a company a higher performance based on the well-being of the employees as well as the happiness of the employees. This chart also shows the individuals with a high sense of emotional intelligence tend to succeed in all areas, in wherever areas they are placing, and their improvement level also gets increased. So these are the benefits of emotional intelligence in workplace. Could you please explain how it benefits if you have high emotional intelligence, how these benefits will get? So first you will start with how it gets decreased occupational stress. emotional intelligence, how it could decrease the occupational stress of an individual.
Every company needs a teamwork. So if we don't have emotional intelligence, we won't be able to work with a team and upbring the company.
So what are the main reasons for occupational stress in general? So there are many reasons behind, but what are the main things? So we could say overload will cause major stress in an individual. So apart from that, role conflict and role ambiguity plays a major role in an occupational stress. Do you agree with me?
Yes, ma'am.
So if you have high emotional intelligence skill, that is EQ skills among in an organization, you can obviously overcome this role conflict and role ambiguity. So if you have a good relationship and if you can able to understand the feelings of others, you can have a friendly relationship with them. Obviously, your leadership quality gets improved and your team performance is improved. You can also improve your decision making. So that's the benefits of emotional intelligence in workplace. So you have answered this. Can emotion be taught? Obviously not. This could be continuous and this could be a learning through our experience and by mingling with people more. So how far it is different? IQ, we have seen IQ and EQ. How far it is different? The IQ versus EQ. So we can differentiate it to thoughts and feelings. So IQ completely based on gives you a thoughts, that is thinking part, and EQ completely deals with the feeling part. So that's what the difference shows here. So we'll see. So how far this intelligence has emerged and what we are in need of this today's fourth industrial revolution. So in history tells us that every industrial revolution gives you the new technological advances. Yes or no? Each and every industrial revolution poses us some new technological advances.
Right, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
so this not only causes the technological changes, but also causes the structural changes in our economy and in the business we do. Also, it causes the effect to the humans who are adapting to the system. So just as IQ and EQ has emerged in first industrial revolution and second industrial revolution, now we are in the fourth industrial revolution. We are in a need of new intelligent quotient called digital intelligent quotient. So it is nothing but it is a comprehensive set of 8 competencies that an individual enable to use, control and create the digital technologies in order to enhance the humanity. So this DQ addresses the needs of all the sectors, education sector, industries and government in a shared blueprint to have the shared prosperous future, not only during the industrial revolutions, but also for and beyond. So why we need for digital intelligence? Why we need for digital intelligence? Already we have IQ as well as EQ. Why it is essential to go for digital intelligence quotient? So before that, we'll see what is digital intelligence. So it is nothing but a set of technical ability, cognitive skills, metacognitive skills, and socio-emotional skills. So by that, an individual has to win over this socio-emotional skills, especially in order to be sustained in this digital transformation now. So this enables the individuals to meet the challenges in the digital world and to adapt to its demands. So there's an individual with a high or with an enhanced DQ will become a wise, competent, and future-ready digital citizens in order to have use and control and create and technological developments to enhance the humanity here. So these are the major 8 competencies that an individual should have in order to be a digital citizen in the future. So these are the 8 competencies. So digital identity. So how many of you are sharing their own identity in the social medias? or any other digital platforms?
But sharing the identity, isn't that, won't that become a privacy issue, ma'am?
Yes, definitely. That's what I'm asking. So how many of you have shared your own identity in both, that means in short and in long run?
Yeah, I think that my
So according to, I have done a survey among students, that is my other college students, SRM students. So they have, so with them, I have seen most of them have shared their own identity in digital media, in social platforms. And among all those, I have collected around 250 plus responses. So among those, 70% of them are telling they are using their digital technologies more than 5 hours. So that's what here digital intelligence plays a role. So digital intelligence helps you to control the usage of digital platforms and in a safe and secure manner, and to know before going. So we are just doing what we know in digital platform. Most of them are, so should be, everyone must be aware of these digital competencies. That is reflects it, only if you know the digital identity, you will be having a healthy identity relationship with your peers and among with others. That is the one, that is respect for yourself. So digital usage is how long you are using your digital platforms. The ability to use your technology in a balanced, healthy and a civic way. That is how long you are using. This will control your usage of digital platforms. And digital safety. How could you are understanding the cyber risk associated in the digital platforms? Through safe, responsible, and ethical use of usage, still we are facing with many negative contents that are coming up in through the digital platforms. So this, how far you are aware of these cyber risks, and if you are exposed to those cyber risks or cyber bullying, how far you are aware to do a complaint to the respective authorities. So that is what this digital competencies helps you out. So digital security is how far your data are protected in the digital platform. So how far you are aware of to protect your data or devices or networks from the online world. So digital empathy. Once if you are sharing any digital any post or something else or any resources in a digital platform, how far you are recognizing the or expressing the emotions of, and expressing your emotions as well as recognizing the emotions of others. That plays the digital empathy here. So digital communication nowadays, even from schools, they have started sharing the information or communication only through WhatsApp. So digital communication has started very fast. So that's what digital literacy. So how far you are safe and secure in reading out the information that has been shared in digital platforms. Will you accept or will you take away whatever maybe whatever the things has been posted in the digital media?
No,
No,
no.
How could
No,
you
ma'am.
how could you differentiate whether it is a right information or wrong?
they can give other.
Sorry.
They can give false information also, no, on social media.
But we need to
I-
do research on whichever data we use, ma'am.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we should
exactly. So that
verify.
is exactly. That is the thing. Digital literacy helps you. So digital rights, you must be know. So when you are exposed to or when you are exposed to illegal or unrestricted contents, what are the, so you must know what are the rights to see and what are the legal rights behind that. So these are the important 8 competencies that you must be aware of. So now you could tell whether you need emotional intelligence together with digital intelligence today.
Of course, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. So these are the main reasons. So this is one of the statistics given by a company. So how the reasons behind how they have gone for digital intelligence. So if they are implementing with 55% digital technologies, obviously they can go for find a new market, 56% new markets for growth. This will obviously retain their customers to the 65% level, and this is also one of the channel for a business environment to communicate with customers via multiple channels. Even we are getting nowadays feedbacks for any ratings from different companies through digital media. So that is why digital intelligence plays a major role in many of the industries, even in our personal day-to-day life also. So in order to compete in this environment, this is very essential. So as per this given, so during first industrial revolutions, we have completely engaged on a body that is physical works, mechanization. But after second revolution has evolved, we recovered the cognitive skills, that is the problem solving skills to manage those employees who are engaged in machine oriented works. And after third revolution, so this becomes automized, somewhat of partially it is automized. So this requires emotional skills, that is soft skills, emotional skills, as well as IQ skills. And now today, in fourth industrial revolution, we are completely 100% in a pure digital era. So this requires digital quotient, emotional quotient, as well as the intelligent quotient. So how far our future could be? So we have crossed many 2G, 3G, 4G, and now from 5G to we have going behind virtual reality, and from blockchain to artificial AI technologies. So everything completely it is digitalized. The digital platform has reshaping the business we do and we interact with the world. So we are completely in a 100% pure digital era, and we are focusing more towards prone to the future digital developments also. So before going to succeed and to be competent in these digital technologies and to compete in the future also, students as well as the business, not only the students, each and every individuals in our society has to be very aware of digital competencies and the emotional competencies. So future jobs also demands more than digital literacy is demanded 68% more frequently than other creativity and presentation skills. So now we can tell whether companies need digital intelligence simultaneously with emotional intelligence. Obviously, yes. Digital intelligence should be complementary with emotional intelligence. So both are very much essential to run in this today's digital era. So emotional skills necessary to manage a digitalized team and the behaviors and the way of thinking necessary to retain the digital talents. So we can conclude here that in order to be sustained and to adapt and to meet the challenges in the digital world today and to the forthcoming digital future developments, we need all these intelligent quotients together in order to be an efficient and effective digital citizens in the future. Thank you. Any queries?
Hello, ma'am. And ma'am, digital skills, how to improve ourselves in digital skills, ma'am? Any suggestions?
You can gain knowledge of how to utilize each and every digital tools that you are using. Because only then if you, yes.
Yeah, ma'am. In emotional intelligence, where we can apply means emotional intelligence.
Everywhere you can apply emotional intelligence.
Like
even
in
every
classroom.
Yeah, if you are if you are provided with some new technologies or some new innovations or some new projects, whatever may be, so you may know how to do, but your friend will not know. So how could you help them? How can you understand him or her? So there plays an emotional intelligence.
Means we should stop our emotion and intelligence like that.
Sorry, I couldn't get you.
Like it is related to emotional intelligence.
Okay. Could you please tell once?
No, I was asking this only, means emotional intelligence. Like for example, what should be there in emotional intelligence now? So I want to know. Like example.
example where you can apply emotional intelligence. You are asking
Yes.
this, right?
Mm.
So that's what I told. You can apply everywhere, not only in a business, but this becomes mandatory today in business. So before in third revolution, this has not mandatory in a business life. Why? Because our pricing as well as production, everything, environment, complete business environment based on the production and the products. But now after third industrial revolution, after automation has raised, so this emotional intelligence plays a major role in companies and this become emerged because we are working in a cross teams and work teams. You can apply everywhere emotional
Oh.
intelligence. But what I mean is, but in this digital transformation world, this becomes a mandatory today in business life. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yes, ma'am. Got it. Thank you.
Ma'am, I'm Vikram here.
Yes, sir.
Okay, my question is, ma'am, the digitization when it evolved 10 years or 15 years back, primary objective was towards automation of things.
Yes.
Later, gradually, we have moved on. How do we move instead of focusing more on automations that is being achieved? The next stage is how do we use the tools more effectively to make the digitization more effective, like bringing in UPIs, bringing in online thinking. These are all not earlier. The focus was more on automation. Now, the focus is more on where all we can
Usage of
apply.
digital networks.
Where all we can apply digitization. Now, just one step ahead, we have also started thinking that how can we bring in digitization in the form of bringing human emotions into the mission. Like what I mean is by Alexa, the bots what people are using, where you interact and then it gives an answer to you. So just as much as these developments are going on, where do you think really we become more and more, just as much as it's important for us to be aware on the ground of what things are happening, it's on the other side, it's also disrupting a lot of other activities. People are more getting stuck with in front of that black box, and their whole life runs now. So where do you think is this entire digitization transformation? How do we say that, okay, this is where we need to stop, and this is what is essential for us, and how do we draw that line, ma'am?
It depends on the requirements of each and every individual. That's what I can say. Because, for example, as I am a research scholar, if I'm going for searching in other things in digital platforms, so the thing is, so I should gather what I want. So the other thing may come. That's what I mean. Illegal contents or whatever may be restricted content. So the thing is, I should know what I want. So how far it is, it depends on the each and every individual's requirements. I think your question, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Just like if you see now, a lot of gaming platforms that have come.
Okay.
So in an indirect way, we are promoting bad behaviors into the system. People get so tempted to do those, and so many negative impacts in the society as well. But the education on making people aware that, guys, this is good, this is bad, is somewhere not getting into the guys who are very excited about learning all these things, man. So that is also something that we need to bring in at the time, and at least when people are learning, so that they use their skills more for the right purpose as against.
Yeah.
But
So
I
this
think
type
that
of
portion. that portion is actually lacking. People are more involved in getting learning and using their skills more into wrong directions, as well as using it more for useful directions.
Yes, sir, exactly. So that's what I'm telling, that we need to be educated. We need to be aware of all these competencies. So we are just now in the usage of digital networks. So what, according to me, though, if I know how I know to use that, the same manner I'm using. So I don't know the consequences or negative aspects behind that. So that we must. So that's what I'm telling. We should educate. Even now, children are as old as 7 years are exposed to mobile phones, laptops, everything. So we need to educate them starting from now, so that they will be effective future in digital citizens in the future. That's what I'm trying to say. Everyone must be educated about all these competencies and different, starting from the childhood age. Rather than giving more importance to IQ alone, this should also be educated.
Exactly, ma'am. That's my whole point. Yeah.
Sure.
Because you see now, even in advertisements, you would have observed, ma'am, in Airtel advertisement, if you have got to see that, where somebody collects the data of a person and then gives a call, asks them for the OTP number, and luckily that man cross verifies and then he finds it's a fraudulent call. So since almost everything about a particular individual is exposed with this data floating around across people's hand, so it's very critical now that this, at least at the education level, when in colleges, schools, universities, they insist this thought that, guys, this education is more for using it right purpose.
Surely some steps has to be taken.
Yeah, man.
Okay, else we'll close the session. On the behalf of the Directorate of Online Education, SR Maheshri, I would like to extend a sincere thanks to our guest speaker for the day, our research scholar, Sugandha Bharati, for her insights into the emotional intelligence, intelligent quotients, and digital intelligence, and how they are evolving, and what are the pros and cons for the future directions, and how they can be used efficiently in order to make our work life balance our work life, and how to make our jobs easier. Well, thanks a lot, ma'am, and thanks
Thank you,
a
sir.
lot for the listeners, learners as well. As I mentioned, if there are any such topics you want to have in future, kindly send those topics in the students portal. We'll try to arrange. Meet you next week in the same time. Thank you. Thank you.